What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Straight Betting. Today is Thursday, December 11th. First time we got like a regular slate in like a pretty long time, honestly, dude. It kind of feels good to just have some like normal games going on, which is cool. But anyways, guys, it's gonna be me today. Gonna be going game by game, breaking everything down. Of course, guys. Responding to all of your guys' questions and leads and stuff like that. So, like I said, guys, 4 games today. Probably spend about 10 to 15 minutes on each game. React to like a little bit of injury news. I know some came in specifically with Portland, which is pretty interesting. Like they don't have like a single big, so that will definitely be pretty intriguing to get into. But yeah, guys, make sure to ask questions. We're gonna start off in a little bit with Clippers Rockets, but yeah, man, I'm pretty hyped just to like get back into the swing of normal hoops and stuff. So it should be fun. And guys, just to start it off, I'll just share what I have on this game, and you guys can get your comments going on leads that you guys have on this game or anything that you got to say, really. But yeah, to get started with Clippers and Rockets, we'll start there. That's the first game that's showing up on Props Madness. So yeah, we'll start off there. One play I have here is Chris Dunn. It's still playable. I wonder what PA's at. Okay, that's at 9.5 because I kind of like PA, to be honest, but it was super juiced. And I'm like, I'm not doing that with Chris Dunn. But 6.5 points for Chris Dunn. Big fan of. I think that, last time, Ime Udoka will do this from time to time. He'll hide Sengun on a non-shooter and have him like roam and just like help off him. If you guys look at Chris Dunn last year, guys, so if you add a little context to these, so this game was April 9th. No one played for Houston, so I don't know if Ime really put much effort into game planning for it, to be honest with you. And then December 8th, too. This was like a weird game where, yeah, he went over, he took a ton of shots, but like there was no Harden. So I think that's a little bit different scenario than it is here. Obviously, like you want to have some extra bodies to throw at Harden, Kawhi, and you can do so by lurking off of Dunn. But these 2 games, guys, 31 minutes, 10 field goal attempts. I think that's very good volume for Chris Dunn. Even if you have him at like 25 minutes, it's still like 8 shots or something for a 6.5 line. And then this game, guys, was pretty egregious. Shot the ball 13 times, shot the ball 7 times from deep in only 19 minutes, which is very high volume for Chris Dunn. So yeah, if you go back and look at the film, literally just being wide open. And guys, that kind of switches up things a little bit too, because I actually was looking at Kawhi overs, and obviously like there's pretty big blowout risk and stuff involved, which can get dicey, of course. But if they're gonna be like doing this like double teaming off Dunn's guy and stuff, I think that could maybe like muck things up a little bit for like the other guys. So yeah. Okay, we got first comment. Shep. Yesterday on the books, overly due. Yes, sir. That's the way to think about it, man. That's the way to think about it. Overly due. Pool is in. Okay, cool. So yeah, Pelicans Blazers game, guys. I honestly have a lot of like opinions on it, and I'm actually pretty excited to break that one down. To be honest, that's probably my favorite game of the slate. But guys, if you guys do have any, yes, I would think that Fears probably plays like 28 minutes, and Pool maybe plays like 20 or 22 or something. So yeah, I don't think Pool's gonna play a whole lot. I think he kind of like. Yeah, he definitely moved to the bench at some point. He's been out for a long time, man. So I guess we'll wait for the starting lineups. But yeah, I agree. That game should be a shootout. Yeah, I have another opinion that I'd like to share on this game. John Collins, I really like him under 11.5 points. I was honestly hoping that this would like get bet up a little bit to maybe like 12.5 or something. But guys, if you look at like what they give up, so obviously, we think they might lurk off Dunn, which would cause like Dunn to get additional volume than he typically would. But like for the most part, too, with like Kawhi and like the Rockets are like a single coverage team, so I think it's probably a pretty good volume spot for Harden and Kawhi. I think that they'll have a decent amount of volume. Obviously, Houston they're just like a very good defense. Like on the year, 3rd in defensive rating. They're only trending up after kind of a slow start to the year, to be honest. And if you guys look at Collins' chart, right? Props Madness here. They are very good at limiting points in the restricted area, and they're actually better in that. Like in the last 10 games, they're right up there with OKC, fewest buckets in the restricted area, which is 50% of his points. And the corners, guys, John Collins, 19% of his points come from the corners, only 7 from above the break. So probably not going to get many threes up here either, if any. So yeah, I think this is like a terrible matchup for John Collins. Probably gets guarded by like, KD or someone lanky. So Yeah, man. I think that John Collins under 11.5 is pretty interesting. You always have the blowout element too, right? You got a 9.5 point spread. So big fan of that. So that's what they did last time. They guarded Sengun done with Sengun, and they put Jabari on Zubac and kind of just had Sengun lurking a little bit. So yeah, I could be wrong. It would, maybe Sengun comes out and guards Zubac, but that's what they did last time. So yeah. Jordan Walsh. So we'll get there in like a little bit. Does anyone have any questions on this game or any opinions? Because I guess I'll share one more too. I think Durant was at 26.5 all day. You guys, I think if you can snag this 24.5, it's a pretty damn good look. So I mean, I guess let's see what he did against Clippers last year. Obviously different team and stuff, but okay, nothing too crazy. I will say, guys, and these are on huge minutes, dude. Okay. What assists? Okay, well, different team. So the Clippers, guys, they're kind of like a drop team. They allow a shit ton of pull-ups. Like if you go to catch pull-ups the last 10 games, obviously, guys, KD's one of those guys. He's like a superstar. So teams play him differently every game and stuff. But for the most part, guys, Clippers, they allow the most pull-up makes. Pull-up 2 is the second most, fourth highest frequency. So obviously, guys, KD, big time pull up guy for the most part. So yeah, I think that this is a pretty good matchup for KD, and 24.5 seems pretty light. Of course, guys, like I said, there is some blowout risk, but really, what the Clippers are really good at limiting is points in the paint. Like if you go to field goals made from less than 10 feet, that's why I actually really like Sengun's under. So it was 22.5 earlier. I don't know if I love 21.5. But yeah, Sengun really struggled with like the Zubac matchup too. If you go like last year's stuff, really struggled. So I think this is not going to be a Sengun game, which could also play into it being a Durant game potentially. So I think that 24.5 for KD is a pretty. If you can get this FanDuel number, I would probably play this. I'm not going to be on it officially, right? Because it's not widely available. But yeah, if you could snag this 24.5, dude, I think this is like a really solid look for KD here versus Clippers. You're going to take Sengun or Dunn 3 threes attempted. Yeah, dude, I think Dunn 3s attempted is really good. What's his makes at? His makes are, oh, geez. Okay. -1, honestly, dude, -160 is like a pretty good price, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. I think that's a pretty good price. I would probably have it at like -200. So I think it's a pretty good look. Okay, cool. I don't think we have anything else. Does anyone else have any questions on this game? I've shared my opinions and stuff. Don't be shy, guys. You guys make oh, look, someone looks like someone got in on the KD stuff. Nice. Yeah, but don't be shy, guys. If you guys have anything on this game, feel free to let it rip. But I've shared everything I got for this one. So if we don't get anything in like 30 seconds, I'm probably just gonna move on. You took Sengun to get 18. Well, okay. I think he should be able to get 18. I don't like his baseline, and yeah, I think it's kind of risky. I mean, at the same time though, it's 4 points lower. Like he should be able to get 18. I like his under though. I think Zubac is one of like the worst matchups by far in the league for him personally. Just Zubac is so physical and strong, and you can't really just like punk him down low. In the post, you won't be able to get like super far in close too. So yeah, I wonder. I kind of think it's going to be a tough matchup for him. And I will say though, he is at like 23.1 points on the year, right? And like a lot of that's kind of from that first OKC game. But yeah, I love dude. I know. No. That's actually crazy because daily fantasy. So I didn't play it because I mean it's just like Houston's just like a really good rebounding team, but. No, you're completely correct, dude. Like his rebounds were 4.5 at plus money last night, which is crazy, bro. And it's just like, yeah, the hit rates aren't great or anything, but I mean, he's playing like 30 minutes, So he's like a 5-something rebound per 30-minute guy, and you're getting it at plus money. Like I totally get the matchup kind of sucks, but like at the end of the day, dude, I feel like that was a terrible number, and clearly the market agreed and moved it to 5.5 for like the same price that 4.5 was last night, which is insane. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely will ask him to crash the boards, but Houston is like a terrible matchup. Reed, no, for sure. I think Reed's probably so outside of KD. Like I said, I really like KD tonight. Is he on the thumbnail for this? I think he might be. Really like KD tonight. Like I said, I wish it was 20 like that. I wish it was widely available at 24.5. I do think 25.5. I would take, so this is going to sound kind of weird. I would take this 25.5 if it was on the road, because I just don't trust the Clippers to compete, to be honest with you guys. Like, I really just don't. So I think that there's actually like a pretty damn high blowout probability here. So that's the one reason, like, I wish it was 24.5. So yeah. But yeah, Reed anyways. We're talking talking about good old Reed Shepherd. Yeah. Yep, he's the pull-up guy. I wish, so here's the thing though. And actually, no. So this is kind of like, this isn't guaranteed for sure. Let me quick check something last game. Did Brook Lopez re-enter the rotation? They should absolutely. I think Brook Lopez absolutely should be in the rotation for this game, because you're playing against Steven Adams, right? Like, why would you play like Brook Lopez? How much does he weigh? Like, not saying he's not a good rebounder, but he boxes out. He's 7'1" and weighs. Hold up, sorry. I want to look up his weight. What is Brook Lopez's weight? 282, bro. This is like a great person to put on Steven Adams. So I do think that Brook Lopez plays the backup center minutes versus this big Houston team, which is just like very, very deep drop coverage. So yeah, no, I actually really, really like that, man. I do really like Reed. Let's see. With how many minutes has he been playing since he got moved to the bench? But he could also maybe get some extra extra run if they're winning by margin, right? So played 28, 21, 20. I'd probably have him at 22 minutes. And do I have my phone on me? My phone. Okay. Let me quick do the math, because I really do like this matchup. Let's do games with Durant and Sengun. Okay, 12.5. Okay, 22 divided by 24.6. 12.5. Okay, so 11.1. I think it's a good matchup. I think this line should be for sure 11.5 at least. Probably maybe 11.5 just over. So no, I do really like this, and I actually might just hop on it, to be honest, dude. I might. What is Aaron Holiday? Is he okay? He's a catch and shoot guy. Is Reed getting pick and roll reps really? Yeah, 26%. Oh yeah. Huh. Dude, good pull, bro. Good pull. I'm glad I actually went in and like spent some extra time on that. Let me just quick see his minute range. So, like I said, he played. So his floor's been like 20. Let's put it at 19, I guess, just to be safe. And then let's do 26. Okay. Dude, you might have just sold me, bro. Ma'am, you might be the GOAT. You might be the GOAT. Good pull, dude. Yeah, I really, 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 really like this, dude. I'm going to take a little bit of time to think about it, but I think I might make that official. Great pull, dude. I fucking love that. Okay, cool. Well, we're about 10 minutes in, guys. If you guys are on YouTube, I think we got about, 56 of you guys in here. If you guys are on YouTube, could you guys be kind enough to, if you guys do like this content, kind enough sounds sad as hell, bro. If you guys do enjoy this type of content, just do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way, like seriously, more than you would know, to help the channel grow and stuff. So it is very greatly appreciated. Colin should be on Jabari. Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that they're just like a really, really good rebound team. I totally agree, dude. 4.5, like for sure. But yeah, Houston's like, I don't think it matters who you're guarding. Like, they're all crashing the glass like crazy and lanky as hell. But done 3.5 attempts. Okay, perfect. So yep, and really like that done stuff. Like I said, obviously I'm on his points. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next game. I see some questions on Shaedon Sharpe, and I'll answer the Shaedon question. Was there any other Pelicans Blazers questions though? I think there was a Jordan Walsh one, and we'll get there in a little bit. I don't like Shaedon. No, I actually don't like Shaedon. So here's the thing, bro. Like, the Pelicans suck at defense, like absolutely. Like they're terrible. But I will say this. Well, Shaedon without Drew though, he is a chucker. How much? Actually, I wouldn't take the under. I wouldn't take the under, but I don't know if I'd take the over either. I really like the catch and shoot guys on this team. So honestly, like Duop Reith, bro, I don't know what his threes are at, dude. Oh my gosh, that's a really good bet. How many minutes? So, but is Yang Hansen out too? Mike, what the hell? Mike Conley Achilles, dude? Oh, hell no. Yeah, Yang Hansen's out. So, bro, Duop Reith has to play here, dude. I think that there's like, so I'm gonna add one of these guys, bro. The Pelicans are such a poor catch and shoot defense, and I think they're absolutely gonna load up on for sure Denny and probably Shaden drives, because that's kind of like what they do. They yeah, they just like absolutely load up. So shoot, dude, no Yang Hansen, bro. Duop should play like halfway decent minutes, bro. He's a really good scorer too, dude. 1.5 threes. This is mad juice, bro. I'm playing this right now. Hold up, give me a second, bro. This is like I think this is a pretty damn bad line. Duop Reith. He's gonna get guarded by Queen. Let's see. He's a good scorer in general. But hold up, let me quick see. 3.8 points and 1 3. So yeah, basically all he does is like, hold up, let me quick check something before I do this. Field goals attempted. So he's averaging 2.5 field goals attempted and 1.83. So it's basically he just like shoots threes. But yeah, no, I'm actually playing this, bro. I don't care if it's like a little bit juiced. And I'm already on like a 3-point prop, so geez, I need these dudes. Actually, I might should I wait for the starting lineup? I also really like Chris Murray stuff. Dude, I like so much on the Blazers, bro. I really do. Because I feel so confident that they're gonna load up on Denny. So I Chris Murray, dude. Like Chris Murray kind of stinks, but like, dude, him to hit a 3, like, are you kidding me? Against the Pelicans, bro, he's probably gonna play. I mean, he's averaging 2 3-pointers attempted on. Like, dude, they don't even have Yang Hansen. Like, they're cooked. Let's see. So how many? So last game without these two, he played only 22 minutes, had 4 fouls. But that was like Yang Hansen played a lot. Like Chris Murray's pretty big, I guess. Oh, dude, this is gonna like put my head in a blender trying to like pick between Reith, Kamara, and because Kamara is probably pretty stamped for minutes too. Let's see. Actually, he's definitely stamped for minutes, and it's a great matchup. Do you guys have opinions? I need some help, bro. I need some help. So Shaden 2.5 assists, dude. Yeah, I mean it makes sense, but like I don't trust Shaden to pass the ball, bro. That dude has tunnel bit. That dude's actually like the worst. Like he's like the biggest like ball hog in the NBA. But I do lean over. But but dude, I think they're gonna load up on Avdia. Pelicans load up on like the top options and just like give up a ton of catch and shoot looks, bro. So like I said, I mean. I'm not saying it can't go over, right? The Pelicans they are terrible at defense. They're absolutely terrible on defense. You're not wrong. But just schematically, right? It just I don't want to take an over on someone at like a 20, 26.5 line when I know like or when I feel very strongly that they're gonna get pretty aggressive. Nice, dude. Who's rebounding? Denny probably Denny, to be honest. He's at 9.5. I think they had a game. Yeah, probably Denny, I think. But that's definitely baked into his 9.5 line. Reith went to LSU. Hell yeah. Anyone versus Queen? Yeah, no. Reith should feast. I just want to make sure is like they don't pull some weird shit and like not start him, you know? Because I think that would. I mean, that's obviously going to affect his minute projection, and he's getting juiced up like crazy, bro. Damn. That always happens, bro. That always happens. He's a good scorer though. Like he just is a good scorer. His 1.5 threes is the way. FanDuel's getting crazy. Who do you think Herb Jones is guarding? I don't even know if I'd want to. He's probably guarding Avdia, dude, but he's not strong enough to guard Avdia. Like honestly, I do too. I like Kamara. I got Avdia at 8 times. Yep, I like that. From Louisiana, or are you talking about me or the dude who said Pistol Pete? I bet Pistol Pete's from Louisiana. Do I do this full time? Kind of, not really. I quit my full-time job pretty recently, but I'm also gonna find like a different one pretty soon. So I mean, I want to do it full-time, but like, can I? Like, hell no. I can't do it full-time. No, not at this stage. So, okay, yeah, Duop, dude. Like, yeah, there's such line discrepancies, but I think I'm probably gonna rip Duop before he gets too juice. So, do they have a starting lineup? The thing is with the Blazers too, guys, like they don't have like beat reporters really. So everything is just so slow with them. Okay, let me just like be logical real quick. Chris Murray, dude, with all these guys out, I'd probably have Chris playing. Let's see. Okay, what about without Klingon and Holiday? 28. I'd probably have Klingon. I'd probably have Chris playing 28, I think, dude. I think that makes sense. He's at 11.5 points and rebounds. It's a good matchup. Let me quick do like a little bit of math. I'm such a nerd, dude. Such a nerd. I'm just trying to find the best number. Okay, Chris per the minutes is at 10.7. It's definitely a plus matchup, but I don't know if I can get there. Duop. Yeah, I'm gonna play Duop. Screw it, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, this shit's getting crazy juiced, bro. Fuck. I might just play 3+, dude. Like honestly, like screw it. Hold up. Okay, sorry guys. I apologize. This is gonna be very quiet for a little bit. I'm trying to lock in and actually like make some bets. So okay. Dude, this is getting fried. Jeez. What is 3+? Okay. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna play 3+. I think he's hitting 2 though, bro. Jeez. Okay. I actually have no clue. I'm gonna play this. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Sorry guys. I apologize. This is like what kind of sucks when I do this like by myself. I wish it just like someone to be like talking over me right now, you know. Okay, let me quick do this. Where it is. Oh, dude, it just keeps on getting steamed up. I can't chase the steam, bro. That shit is ridiculous. Okay. This is what's tough, man. 2.5 threes is definitely a good play. I'm just gonna play 2.5 for 0.5, I think, dude. Let's see. Caesars, DraftKings. Okay. What is 360? I know 365 just has a gem of a line sitting there. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna play his points, dude. What's his points at? 9.5. Okay. Yeah, I'll just play his points. Queen's an awful defender, so. Okay. Yep, guys, I'm going with Wreath points. Okay. Okay, guys, I apologize. This is kind of a shit show. And I can't see the chat right now either. I have like a different tab pulled up. Okay. Yeah, guys, I ended up going with 9.5 points on due up. So yeah, that shit was just like too damn juiced. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's get back to the thing. Yeah, Queen's sick. Portland will put. Yep. Yeah, no, they definitely will. Okay, what were? Yeah, dude, I know. These lines are ridiculous, bro. Let's see. Talk about turnover 2.5 threes. No, we did not. We haven't won on that game yet. I'll take Duop over threes before I take his points. Yeah. I mean, I think they're both good looks, man. Like, dude, the threes are just so damn juiced and stuff, and it's tough to like gauge all that stuff. So, I happen to notice Robert Williams is born in. Oh, dude, we're talking about Lines are jumping. I know, dude. It gets hectic. They definitely will play a lot of small ball, like 100%, dude. But also, he is like the only big. Like you probably have to. Like I think Duop probably plays. What did he play last game? 19, dude. Now like no Yang Hansen. Like he probably's at like I don't know. He's probably at like 20, 24, 20. I'd probably have him at 25 minutes. I think, dude. Let's see, 25 divided by. That's only like half the game too, dude. So I don't think that's like being too crazy. 25 divided by 8.1, that's only 3xing it, and then times 3.8. I mean, dude, he's at 11.7 points per 25 minutes, Duop is. And the Pelicans are a great matchup. He's like a big-time catch-and-shoot guy. Fears, or not Fears, what's his name? Is a brutal defender. Queen, so, yeah. Okay, cool. Guys, one thing I really like here, and this actually got available, and it's actually like a worse number, dude. Like I got a terrible number. I got negative CLV on this. So Yves Misi, I love him at 8.5 points and rebounds, dude. He's gonna be really good on a per minute basis, dude. Like really, really good. They don't have a center. So I will say maybe his minutes are a little bit more at risk now that so here's what happened last game, guys. He only played 8 minutes, guys. Derek Queen literally had a 33-point triple-double. And the Pelicans had like a 20-point comeback in the third quarter. And like it was with the starters and stuff. So he kind of just got phased out, man. I'm thinking that's like more so one game variance than sticky. And yeah, dude, he should feast on a per minute basis, bro. So I kind of think like if you look at the game before that, like 18 minutes, dude, like 24 minutes, 20 minutes, 29 minutes, 29 minutes. Not saying he's going to be around there or anything, but like honestly, dude, like I think he plays pretty good minutes. And also, guys, like Queen's very prone to foul trouble, like very, very prone to foul trouble. And with Denny Avdia coming at him and stuff, trying to protect the rim, like, and he might pick up some fouls. So, yeah. Okay, cool. 25 to 30. That's what you guys are thinking were Reith's minutes. Let's go. Let's like look at that. So the FanDuel line jumped off the screen as it always does, dude. FanDuel. I mean, I appreciate FanDuel, dude, for like being like having good limits and stuff, but they are like so sweaty with their lines. Yeah, this is like 23 to 30 minutes. I don't even know if he plays that much, dude. This is Reith with 20 to 28, dude. I think this is like a realistically like a good minute range. And yeah, super good hit rates. He's a good scorer, man. Really good scorer. So feel pretty good about that one. Glad that we got some stuff in. Queen, yeah, dude, Queen should actually be really good too on a per minute basis. Yeah, Queen should feast, dude. Yeah, no, it's definitely a good matchup. I will say, guys, the Pelican stuff is just kind of weird. Do we have any lineups yet? Okay, no, we don't. The Pelican stuff is just kind of weird. There's like, I wonder what their rotation is like fully gonna like kind of look like with Poole back and stuff, or even the usage, right? Like in games with Poole, Murphy, and obviously this isn't even fair because Queen was so like young at the start of these games. I guess he was still like really good in these, like on 12 and 22, 12 and 18. I don't know, man. I think Pelicans might just be like a wait and see. Obviously, I have that Misi play, and I really like that Misi play, but yeah, I think maybe for the most part, wait and see. Okay. Do we have anything else coming in, guys? I like so much shit, dude. It's actually kind of messed up, bro. So one play I was like really close to pulling the trigger on was actually Tamani at 2.5 assists, and this was like minus 125 earlier, so I don't know if I like that anymore. But Tamani's like actually clear this line at a decent rate, and Pelicans just give up so many assists. Like I said, I think that Denny gets blitzed and stuff. I think that Tamani at 16.5 PA is a super good look too, man. There's like way too much stuff that I like in this game, bro. Like genuinely, it's actually kind of like gonna make me sick. So yeah, this little crap, like probably the worst game of the slate. Yeah, Tamani, yeah, exactly, dude. Yep, absolutely. Yep, they will definitely go small. Portland will. I bet it will be like Chris Murray, decent minutes and stuff. So, okay. Yeah, no, they absolutely will. Like I said, I'm just projecting Reith for 25 minutes. I don't think that's like a big ask because it's the only big man on the team. So, okay, yeah. Does anyone else have thoughts on this game? If not, we should let's move on to the Bucks one and stuff. Yeah, I like that, dude. I like that a ton, Christian. I think that's good stuff. Okay. So if there's no other opinions on this game, let's move it on. And real quick, guys, before we do move on, I'm gonna quick shout out to Novig, guys. I do have a link for Novig down below. If you guys are unfamiliar with it, it's a peer-to-peer. It's called an exchange. And what's cool about them is that it's like it is peer to peer, and it's called No Big for a reason. So if especially guys like right before tip, they're going to have really good numbers on props, and sometimes even in the morning, because there's a lot of liquidity in the market, and there doesn't have to be like a house hedge or anything. So I probably make like 25, I'd say 25, 30% of my bets at No Big. They don't limit you obviously and stuff. So I recommend everyone getting on that. It's a great asset to have. You can use my code TIESB on No Big, and when you deposit 5 and spend 5, they'll give you a free 50 to play with. So take the free money, take the good book. I think it's a no-brainer personally. Okay, let's move on to Boston at Milwaukee. Guys, I have one play here, and I think I got a really solid number on it, but we could check. Yep, I did. So I got Jaylen Brown actually at under 37.5 points and rebounds. I was like pretty stunned to see that number, to be honest. So guys, Bucks too. Big thing with the Bucks is they've actually been playing a lot of zone recently. So if you look like their last 10 games, they're really not allowing shit in the paint, really. Like less than 10 feet, fourth fewest, up there with like Detroit and like the Suns and the Knicks and stuff, which is really impressive. And then if you go to like catch and shoot, they're literally higher than New Orleans in terms of frequency allowed. So giving up a ton of catch and shoot stuff, guys, that's obviously not good for Jaylen Brown, and that's why I left his assists out of it. But obviously, guys, I don't know how that's going to go against Boston, right? With like Simons out there, Hauser getting some minutes, White, Pritchard, like I don't know, man. I think that these guys you could sell me on all of them. I know someone was talking about Jordan Walsh, and I think Jordan Walsh does make sense too, for sure. I will say though, let's see what he's been at 26, 30, 19, 38. So he's been, getting pretty consistent minutes too. So it looks like he's at 7.5. No Big's got a really good line on them, plus 120 compared to, and see, this is what I'm talking about, guys, with No Big, right? It's like you get a plus 120 or a plus 102. Like if you're $100 better, dude, that's like an extra $18. Like that's very significant. Like especially over a big sample size of betting, like it's very significant. So another reason to get on No Big. But with that being said, no, I do think Jordan Walsh does make sense. Especially, like I said, I still don't know if his minutes are going to be super consistent on a game-to-game basis. But yeah, I mean, like he's been trending like mid to high 20s. Like yeah, if that's the case, like for sure. Grant, is that Jeremy Grant? Let's see, we can quick circle back. Jeremy Grant. Let's see. Where is Jeremy? Yeah, that does seem a little bit low, to be honest. Last game, he had 7 rebounds in that game. Yeah, dude. I wonder who we could maybe quick do like an on-off thing, I guess. And there's not going to be a big sample here at all. But like when the Blazers do, because Reith is actually like a terrible rebounder, dude. Like he's honestly his 5.5 like might even be like a little bit high. But if you take Klingon off, you take Rob off, and I guess you take Yang off. I might go back and put Yang on just to get a little bit of a bigger sample size if this is too small. But let's check it out and see if anyone. Oh, okay, no. So we do have decent sample sizes here. Rebounds looks like Denny. Yep, 9.25. And he should probably be around 36 minutes, I think, here too. Looks like Shaden is at 6. He's at 4.5. Let's see. Do we have? Okay. So we have a couple lineups. Avdia. Oh, geez, dude. Reith's not even starting. Damn, bro. So they're going full small. I still think Reith is probably. I'd probably bump him down to like 22 minutes now, but still. Yeah. So he's not even starting. Avdia, Sharp, Kamara, Grant, Murray. So Sharp might play really good minutes now too. Okay. And Chris Murray. Chris Murray might play pretty good. What is Chris Murray at? 5.6. Yeah, no one really pops here, dude. They just might get there. This is like pretty communistic and stuff. Simon's threes. Yeah, let's go back to this game. Okay. We got oh dude, but bro. I don't want to like load up on too many props, bro. I might go back and play Chris Murray stuff, dude. Actually, I'm snagging this right now if I can. Guys, if you can snag Chris Murray threes, I think this is probably going to move. But he's going to definitely get guarded by Queen, right? Let's see. It's not going to be Jeremy. It's not going to be. Yep. Okay. Guys, Chris Murray threes is like a really good bet. Is this? Yep, it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold up. Yeah, plus 105. Okay. Guys, Chris Murray threes is a really good look, bro. And if you guys have 365, I wonder, I'm actually gonna log on that too. I know I'm kind of overloading it, dude. I kind of am. But at the same time, he's gonna get guarded by Queen. So let me quick look at 365. Damn, dude, they have nothing on 365. That kind of sucks. What is? Damn. Okay, so I pulled all Blazer stuff. Am I tripping or am I tripping? Okay, guys. Yep, I just played that Chris Murray thing, bro. I think that's a bad line. Okay. Okay, cool. Is it Yang Hansen? No, he's out. He's out. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to right here. Sorry guys, this is a crapshoot. So much fun news. This is like the fun stuff though, dude. I love when stuff like this happens. So we got Fears, Murphy, Jones, Bay, Queen, cool. Harden, Dunn, Leonard, Collins, Zubac, normal. Okay, Pritchard, White, Brown, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, Simons makes a fair bit of sense, I think, too, for sure. Like I said, you could kind of sell me on all those guys, man. You really could. I don't have any strong opinions, to be honest with you. But yeah, like anyone who can catch and shoot and hit some threes, because the Bucks have, let's see, Bucks last 10 games. What are they giving up for threes? Just a ton of threes, dude. Most of it being catch and shoot for sure. But yeah, you could absolutely sell me on that. So Turner's weird, bro. Turner's playing like no minutes, bro. Like dead ass. And Turner will probably get guarded by who will he get guarded by? Are they okay? So Turner's starting at the 5. Okay, no, that's actually, I like that a lot more. I actually think that makes Turner way better, bro. Because he was playing like weird minutes with like Sims and shit. So okay. Yeah, I think Turner's intriguing. I do think it makes sense. You go to like without Giannis, and he's actually starting now. So there's no Sims, so I'd probably prop up his minutes a little bit more because maybe they're just going to cut back on like Sims minutes overall. I mean, they definitely are. He was playing like 30 minutes, so yeah, bro. Let's see, 3-pointers, 7 3-pointers attempted. Nemias Keita is kind of more of a drop big for sure too. I will say, and they're giving up a ton of above the break threes. The Celtics are like, so, and that's Turner, right? So yeah, no, I think Turner does make a little bit of sense for sure. Yeah, I think it's probably now that he's coming off with him coming off the bench, I probably have him at like 22 to be honest. So yeah, I think that's probably where he's at. Okay, let's. I'm just like keep circling back to this shit, bro. I really like Chris Murray stuff, dude. Oh my goodness, it's so gross. But what are his threes like holding there? Does 365 have an attempts lineup for him yet? Okay, no, they don't, dude. You gotta be kidding me. 365, dude. They're lacking. Okay. Threes. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, guys, they do have threes. I'm tripping. Chris Murray is at 2.5 attempted. I really like that, dude. I'm probably going to sprinkle on some Chris Murray ladders too, to be honest. Yep, guys, if you have 365. Okay, yeah, guys. I'm on Chris. Guys, if you guys have 365, bro, there's a 2.5 attempted line, and there is a. Oh, jeez. And there is a 2+ is plus 350, bro. 3+ for Chris Murray is plus 1,300. So I think that's worth a dabble, to be honest. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Sorry guys, this is just like crappy. Do up threes down to -106. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like him not starting definitely. Yeah, him not starting kind of cooked the line. So we'll see. We'll see with this one, man. Yeah, do up. I think the book definitely had him priced like he was starting, dude. Honestly, man, if you guys didn't get in at 9.5, I mean, dude, I really like both of these, bro. He's gonna play. Like, they're not gonna just go like complete small ball, bro. Like, honestly, I really don't envision that whatsoever. So, like I said, he played 19 minutes without Klingon, and he's started behind Yang, and now they don't have Yang. Like, I don't know, man. I truly think that Duop is probably like still at 22 minutes. So yeah, I think that's some good stuff. Okay. So Denver, Sacramento. Let's see. Boston, Milwaukee. I guess I really didn't have much on this. Okay, Denver and Sacramento. Do we have anything else? Okay, so Nick Clifford is starting. Guys, Malik Monk is someone who I'm decently interested in. I wish his line was a little bit lower. He's coming off of a game with 9 minutes, which is just crazy. But he's someone I'm a little bit interested in, especially on the assist front. I think at 3.5, he should be pretty staggered with like the high usage guys, you know. And I think he does play a decent amount. And Nuggets have been giving up a lot of assists. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Malik Monk was someone I had initial interest in, but didn't get there. DeMar DeRozan is someone I do have a little bit of interest in too. And I do like that Nick Clifford is starting rather than Malik Monk for DeMar here. If you just go here, dude, it's pretty simple read on DeMar, right? He's averaging like the Nuggets give up a ton of mid ranges, right? And that's obviously huge for DeMar. And if you go to the Nuggets and you take them off the court, you can do okay, yeah, Nuggets off the court. What was I doing? Or am I tripping? I'm supposed to be on the Kings, dude. Sorry, my head's like racing, bro. Denver sucks. Yeah, they're really bad. Denver's actually like really trying to like keep guys out of the paint. I mean, they have no rim protection, so they give up stuff in the paint. They give up shots, right? But like they're actually allowing the lowest shot frequency from less than 10 feet. But they're allowing, like, look at the difference in makes between OKC and Denver. Like they're still giving up like a decent amount of makes. They just don't allow a ton of shots. So yeah, they're really funneling stuff towards catch and shoot, towards pull ups. I don't really know if like any of these guys have the gravity to really generate crazy catch and shoot looks. So I do think it's going to be a big pull up game from. Well, I think you're going to look back and there's going to allow a ton of pull ups. The Nuggets are, especially from the midi from DeMar. So if you go to the Kings and you take Levine off the court and Sabonis, and then if you put Westbrook on. Is there anyone else that's kind of impactful missing for the Kings? Oh, Schroeder. Well, impactful. I mean, like impactful from a prop perspective. Don't mean impactful from a winning basketball perspective. So yeah, let's see. So DeMar is at 20. So definitely shooting pretty good. What the hell just happened? Oh, okay. Um, okay, yeah. So with DeMar, with these guys off, DeMar's at like 27 points per 36. And guys, DeMar actually Doug Christie, I think will probably play in pretty big minutes, right? He played 36, 40, 23, but like it seems like sometimes I don't think DeMar's really gonna get benched, bro. It's like they actually kind of like need him here, to be honest. Like usually they have like a million high usage guys, but 3 of them are out. I really do think DeMar's a pretty good look. Obviously, there is like a little bit of blowout risk going on. But yeah, guys, I think that honestly, dude, I think DeMar's way too low. And I might probably end up on that, to be honest with you. So that's like a really big lean of mine. Neek threes. Yeah, Neek's probably going to be in a pretty off-ball role, just like catching and shooting here and there. Yeah, plus 200 doesn't sound terrible. I will say he doesn't really catch and shoot, which is weird, right? You kind of think that he maybe would more. But yeah, I have no opinion on Jabari, to be honest with you. Denver sucks. Yep. Does Keegan do some positive regression with shooting? 25.5 PRA. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that I think that Keegan's like I don't know, to be honest with you, dude. I think that Keegan is like a catch and shoot guy. I don't think his game's very scalable, to be honest with you. And I think that like playing with like DeMar, I mean Keegan should play really good minutes for sure. And like obviously he can shoot the ball, which is good against Denver. I don't know. I think for Kings, dude, it's either DeMar or nothing, to be honest with you. Like, and if DeMar is just like hogging, you know, like the ball's not really gonna be gonna be passed around a ton. I don't really know. I think that DeMar makes sense. You took his RA. Who's RA? Oh, DeRozan. Okay. Yeah, no, I like that. Okay, does anyone else have anything on this Denver-Sacramento game? We've been live for about 47 minutes now. Let me know down below if you guys have anything. And if you guys are on YouTube still and have not yet hit that like button, takes about 2 seconds. And if you do like this content, it does go a long way to support. So it is greatly appreciated. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any more questions on this Nuggets versus Kings game. P-Watt. I was on P-Watt last game I think they had, and he pissed me off so much. Or no, not the last game. So P-Watt's kind of coming down to earth, it seems like, to be honest. But yeah, so it's weird because the Kings are really weird. They actually don't allow a ton in the restricted area, and like so they get killed in the paint, but it's mostly like the paint with touch, right? Which is like the non-restricted area paint. And so here's the thing. So with Jokic, they've actually kind of let Jokic be a scorer. And so I don't know if I really like the roll guys if that's going to be the case, you know? And they actually beat the Nuggets last time that Jokic had 44. So how many assists did he? He only had 7 assists, 15 potentials. I mean, I didn't watch the game, but like looking at those numbers, it kind of looks like more so single coveragey than like a ton of doubles. So I don't know. I think that Watson's been really good. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the games, if you do like with Jokic and Murray, without these two, he had a couple really good games. I will say the Pelicans were leaving him wide open. So were the Grizzlies, and then the rest of the games have been, you know, like 3 for 5 from deep. I don't know if you want to bank on that. That's definitely sticky. Like a 1 for 5 from deep game. That's definitely sticky too. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how I feel about P-Watt. I want to bet on P-Watt against a team that I know is just going to be doubling the hell out of Jokic, I think. So, okay. Well, guys, but I will say, though, who is P-Watt going to get guarded by? Like, DeMar? Or probably, because I don't even know. Maybe Neek's on, what's his name? Murray, probably. So, yeah. We just talked about Watson. I don't have a crazy opinion. I don't think that I personally probably wouldn't take it. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't have a crazy opinion on it. Bruce Brown unders assist Jamal. Let me click into the Bruce Brown under. Bruce Brown with Jokic Murray. Okay, so 20 minutes, 32 minutes, 26. Okay, he's been averaging 25 minutes in this sample, only 7.1 points. Not really shooting. What is he shooting in the sample? 43%. Wow, dude, that's pretty poor. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about Bruce, to be honest. Kind of sounds about right to me, dude. The Kings kind of stink. Yeah, maybe a slight lean towards the under, but I really don't have a crazy opinion, Kobe. Yeah, Jamal assists. Yeah, Kings are. What is this at? 6.5. Had 18 potentials in that game. That pops a ton. It's a little bit juicy. Novig, I do like this Novig line. If you can get -125, if you guys want to take that, I do really like that. Yeah, no, the Kings are trash. Like they they give up a ton of assists inside the arc too, which seems like Murray's doing that. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Let's see, head to head against the Kings, he's win over all 3 times, only in 32 minutes there. Let's see, and what was it just like without? Let's Yeah, dude. No, I completely agree. This honestly, this should be 7.5 with slight plus money. So no, I do agree. We'll got a good matchup, especially if he's coming off the bench. Yeah, I don't know what his minutes are going to be though, man. Like honestly, he'll definitely be staggered with some like low usage guys off the bench, which is like going to be really good for his field goals per minute for sure. And he's at 13.5. Looks like there's some 12.5s if you do games till 10. No, I definitely agree. I don't know about the matchup. I mean, yeah, actually, this defense is going to be trash. No, he's averaging 17.3 on the year, and he's had some really bad shooting games. Hold on, let me go check this out. Actually, yeah, I mean, it's just tough, dude. I'd probably have him playing like 20 or 22 minutes. You know, I don't think he's going to play a lot, to be honest. But he is only shooting terrible, 35%, 33%. So underperforming his splits, and yet he is at per 21 minutes. I think that's a fair projection divided by 30.3, 17.3. Honestly, dude, I'd probably say this is like probably efficient. Maybe a slightly into the over though. Okay, cool guys. Well, I do appreciate everyone tuning in. Geez, that Blazer game got hectic as hell. We'll say that. But I do appreciate you guys tapping in with this here. Wish you guys all the best of luck on your bets today. And yeah, let's get it. Let's have a good day.